Hello everyone, I'm back. I want to do another pickups video. Just yesterday, I went to Q-Mart in Quakertown, Pennsylvania. Went with a couple friends. I figured I'd get some movies. I ended up getting a lot more than I thought I did, or than I was planning to. Sorry, it's a little late. So yeah, I just want to go over the things that I bought. So I went to two stores in total, but I did walk around many areas because that place is really big. They got really cool stuff there. Um, but yeah, the first store I went to, I got this cool thing. It says Vintage Television Science Fiction Theater. Vintage television from 1955 to 57, and it's 10 volumes. You got 1 through 7, and 7, I guess 8 through 10. I don't know. 1 through 6, 7 through 10. It's got a lot of shit in it. I just hope that you could read it. There you go. It's not too bad. There you go. And it's got everything that's in the back there, and that's one volume there. This is the other one, and it's just a bunch of science fiction episodes: Death at 2 a.m., Conversation with an Ape, Marked Danger, Hour of Nightmare, 100 Years Young, Strange Dr. Lawrence, like a whole bunch of like weird shit. I don't really know what the fuck this is, except for just a whole bunch of collage of stuff from 1955, and I just thought it was really neat. I wanted to buy it. I got these two alone, like I got them for $8, so $4 each, and I figured that if I went to eBay, people probably try to upscale it to like 15-20 bucks, so if I just get them both for $4 each, that's a great deal. The next thing I got, I was really happy to get this because I haven't had one in so long, and it's a CD player. I do have a CD player at home, but it doesn't have a headphone jack, and even if it does, it's big as shit, so I don't really want to use it. I really like to lay down and listen to music, and sometimes I got stuff that I want to listen to on CD, so now I have this, and I forgot how much this cost me, honestly, but it wasn't a lot. It might have been like a couple bucks, so I got it. It was a straight up steal, because it's brand new too. Like, the condition that it's in, it looks brand motherfucking new, and these are usually worn out, so it's kind of cool. Even the silver around that area is not faded. Like, I don't know, you probably can't see it through the camera, but it looks great. And it still has like the seal from when you haven't put a CD in yet. It gives you instructions on how to work it and all that stuff. How to remove a CD from the tray, that type of shit. You know what I mean? And I just kept it there because I'm like, man, I figure I ain't really use it yet. They got the ribbon sticking out, so for you to know that you have to pull the battery out. It doesn't come with its own batteries, which is a great thing, because sometimes you have devices that come with their own battery. Obviously there's gonna be corrosion within the battery, input stuff, so it's going to be a lot harder to like make shit work. So this is in really great condition. This is a CD player from September 2006. That's when it says it was manufactured, so it's just about 20 years old. It's 19 years old at this point, but it's really cool that I got this. I'm really happy about that. And the last thing I got, I just found it, like, it's in the same store, and I found it on random. I'm like, how much is this? And this girl told me $2. I got this for $2. It got this really cool sign that says Movie Madness, and it's a tiny little poster of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre from 1974. So it's really cool to have this. I was really happy. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do with it. I just kind of keep it to the side while I'm watching movies and stuff. It's just there. I don't really have a place to put it, but I just thought I'd buy it because it's so cheap. It's cool as fuck. Like, look at that. You see, it's like its own little skeletons and shit like that. Like, it's kind of like the movie, bro. It's like, excuse me. It's really dope. Just found this randomly. That girl didn't even give a fuck. I was like, how much is that? $2. Fuck that. And yeah, I did get another movie. The last movie I got from that store is this one, and it was free because I basically walked up to her. I realized it was a library copy of this movie. I don't really know what it's about. I just thought it was interesting. It looked kind of very niche, and it also has a tagline for this movie. It says a critique from the Hollywood Reporter saying a bit of Kafka, a touch of Orwell, and Terry Gilliam from the Hollywood Reporter. So I thought that was really cool. I was like, man, I gotta check this out. That's kind of nice. And I walked up to her, asked her how much. I was like, if it's more than $1, fuck this shit. But she was like, I could have it for free. So that's really cool. Very thankful for that. So yeah, that's the first store that I went to. And then when I was in Q-Mart, I was with a couple friends, and they had their kids with them, so I was just kind of walking around, having fun, keeping the kids entertained. We went to the pet store, pet a couple cockatoos and whatever the fuck. And then, we went walking around the other stores. The kids wanted to play with the toys. The kids wanted to look at this and that and that. And then I finally got time to myself, and I walked by this bookstore, and it was these two older gentlemen. And it wasn't really an enclosed space. It was actually open. You could like literally walk in from one side to the other, and it was really cool. It was mostly books, but in one shelf, there was like all of these movies and TV shows, and they were all $1. I asked the person up front, I'm like, how much are the movies? And the man said $1. And I'm like, $1? And he's like, yeah, it's got to be by DVD though. We're charging by the disc. And I'm like, that's cool, fucking fine. And I went and got all of this shit, bro. Like, it's right here. I just like went nuts. I was like, I don't even care. And I had all of them. Like, I didn't even have a bag to support it. I was just walking with this shit. And there was someone that walked by me. They're like, what the fuck? I was like, yeah, man, I'm getting all this shit. It's not going to be in a particular order, so I'm sorry. I'm just going to pick out what I got. The first thing I got is a Tarzan collection. And I've watched this when I was younger, like in 2013, because they had a Legend of Tarzan movie that was just coming out, and for some reason I had like the hunger to want to watch Tarzan property, and I watched the original Tarzan movie, the Ape Man, but these have all the sequels, bro. This has Tarzan and his mate, Tarzan escapes, Tarzan finds his son, Tarzan's secret treasure, and Tarzan's New York adventure. And then they have a fourth disc here with all the bonus features and stuff, and probably like a documentary about the Tarzan movies, and probably like a little bit of history on where cinema was at that point. And it's just this wonderful box set. And honestly, like whenever they saw these box sets, they didn't even open the discs to see how many there were, and they just charged me $3 for anything that was like oversized. So in a sense, I kind of saved a little bit of money, and that's wonderful. So yeah, here we are. That is Tarzan collection for you guys. That's the first thing to show you. The second thing I got is something very obscure. I actually don't know about anything about it, but it says the original crime scene investigator, Quincy M.E. I mean, I know shit about it. I know that it says in the back that it's won a couple Emmys back in its time. And this is a disc set from 2009, Region 1. It seems to have a little tag here that says www.greattvshows.com. But to be honest with you, I have no idea when the fuck this show aired. I don't really know anything about it. I do know that I don't have like the original season. This is season 3, but I'm still just gonna jump in and watch whatever this is. This looks very interesting, and plus I loved Columbo, so this can't be any more different than that. It obviously has a different spin and a different voice behind it, I'm guessing. So out of curiosity, I was like, why not buy this for $3? Pretty good deal. And considering maybe there's 2 discs in each one, yeah, look at that. So this would have actually cost me $6, but I paid 3. So that's nice. It's like half off. These men didn't even want to look in the discs. They're like, just get the fuck rid of this shit. We don't want physical media anymore. And people like me just come in and just take this shit all day. So the next ones I have, I'm really excited about, because I couldn't believe that these are, like, I actually found these. These are awesome. So I found the George Reeves TV series of Superman. They're not in the best shape, but I'm still surprised that they're here. So I have about 6 seasons of The Adventures of Superman with George Reeves. And they're right here. And they were all $3 each. So that means I paid $12 for this, guys. $12. Alright? I'm not the type of person that I collect movies because of the condition. Because I've seen sometimes I buy stuff off of eBay and I'm like, why is this so cheap? This is really good. Like, I'll have a box set of something and then I'll see there's like a little dent on the side. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? The movies work. Dumbass. Anyway, I only give a fuck about what's inside. If the discs are fine, they're fine. And I checked the discs. They're okay. And like I said, I paid $12 for it. It's the entire series of George Reeves as far as I know. I don't think they did any more than 6 seasons. So it's wonderful, and I'm really, really happy to have it. And I didn't stop there with Superman. They actually also had 30 serials from the original 1948 to 1950 serials that they played in movie theaters. And this is the original Superman, I'm guessing. I I don't even know this fucker's name. I guess his name is Kirk Allen. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I know shit about this. This is somebody that played Superman before George Reeves. You know what I'm saying? And Christopher Reeves. I even brought him up because I didn't buy anything related to him. But it's really wonderful that I was able to get this entire set of just Superman stuff. You know, so it's pretty cool. I was like, fuck it, why not? I don't give a shit. And then that's the one bag. This bag I got left is with a couple Warner Archive DVDs and Charlie Chan, which I love Charlie Chan. You know what I'm saying? There are a bunch of like political correct little fucking pussies that are out there. Look, fucking wrong back in the day. But I don't give a shit. I love like Mr. Wong, Charlie Chan, all that stuff is really fun to me. And they had the box sets of them. You know, they're like, you know, they were probably like fairly cheap back in the day. You could probably get these for about like 10, 15 bucks. But, you know, obviously with me, they charge $3 for this. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 movies. Some of them I already own, but I was like, why not? Some of them I didn't own. So that's the reason I got this. And I'm going to just pull out the other Charlie Chan ones if I can. Yeah, this one right here. I remember finding this do you guys remember Borders, the bookstore? I remember looking at this and I wanted this so bad when I was a little kid. And yet again, $3. Has Dark Alibi, Dangerous Money, The Trap, and The Chinese Ring. All stemming from 1946 to 1947. Charlie Chan, can't go wrong ever. You know what I mean? So I'm going to go to the next thing. I got more murder mystery stuff because I just love murder mystery. I love Sherlock Holmes. I love all that type of stuff. This one I've heard of, but I've never really gotten into. And that's the Miss Marple series. I don't know if this is like the entire movie collection of it. But you know, I got this for $4 because the guy did actually look at this and he goes like, hey, you know, I told you $1 a disc, so you're cool with this being $4? I'm like, why the fuck not? You think I'd want this for less? I want to make sure that you feel like you're getting a good deal out of this because I feel like I'm fucking stealing you dry. But obviously, like, you know what I mean? Some people, they don't really give a shit. They find this all to be junk. But yeah, never heard about her. Really, I never watched any of her movies. So I'm pretty happy to finally be able to watch this. Probably at around Halloween, I'll watch a bunch of these murder mysteries. 'Tis the season, you know what I mean? So that's awesome. And all right, the other ones I got here, it's a couple stacks of like 20th century studio classics like Titanic from 1953. You know, don't really know much about this movie. You know, it's obviously not the 97 one that we know, but it's pretty awesome that I got this. There's also other Titanic movies that came out. There was one in particular that I did used to own, but I forgot the title of it. But it's not important. The fact is that I got this one, and I'm excited to have the chance to see it at some point. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to get to all these movies by this month, but either way, like, you always have a chance to get something. This I got for $1 right here. And it had 4 movies in it, but I guess they just didn't give a shit, so it's cool. They didn't even really look to see what it was. One of the discs fell off. Oh, no, wait. What the fuck? Oh, no, yeah. Look at that. This is one of those where it's got, like, that deep thing to it, because it puts in more than one disc. You know what I mean? You know, whoever's on the comments, like, wondering why I'm treating them like this, mind your business. But anyway, there you go. TCM, Turner Classic Movies, Greatest Classic Legends, Cary Grant, Volume 2. Don't have the first volume, but I figured, shit, why not get it anyway? So, that's pretty cool. Another 20th Century Fox studio classic, Hush Hush, Sweet Charlotte, with Bette Davis. And I just figured, I'm like, shit, let me just get this, because, I mean, I wouldn't get it for any more than $1 at this point. I just figure, like, I know that someday I'm going to be in the mood to watch a Bette Davis movie, because she's the shit. I fucking love her. And then we got a Warner Archives DVD of Al Capone, starring Rod Steiger. And I've never seen this movie before yet again. One thing that surprises me is some of these, like, I always thought that, like, these were bootlegs because of how the back of the discs are, but I actually bought an official copy of this, and this is how they actually look like. They look so cheaply printed. And yeah, I'm just really surprised that's how they put them out. But either way, like I just love that Warner Brothers at the time, they were just bringing out a lot of their older, more niche movies that people probably didn't know of. Um, and that just gives people like me who have a hunger to learn about these things and watch them. And it's always wonderful to just watch people just throw them away so I can grab them for $1. So that's awesome. Just a few more, and then that's it. The video's done. I hope you guys are still staying with me. This video is really long. It's 15 minutes long. I'm so sorry. I'll just do this one quick. Superman documentary. I had this back in high school. I probably have it somewhere in the fucking depths of 5,000 movies that I own, but I figured I'd buy it again just to be safe, because this is a documentary that's very, very close to my heart. And actually, it's not even fucking in there. It's a different movie. I didn't look in. This is Back to Bataan. So in a sense, I don't own this again. I need to look inside. I guess this is the one that I missed, but I already own this, but I got another copy of the case with a movie called Back to Bataan. And I guess I'm going to be watching that now. That looks really cool. Looks like a John Wayne movie. I look forward to it. That's awesome. So let me see. Any more Warner archives? Yes. The Canterville Ghost with Charles Lawton. You know, he's a great comedic actor. He's also done a pretty good like dramatic roles in his past as well. And I haven't seen this. I know a lot of film buffs have seen a lot of his movies, but you know, I don't pick up with what everyone watches. I just watch it on my own pace. And I really look forward to watching it because Charles Lawton, man, he's just an incredible actor. And he was actually Alfred Hitchcock's favorite actor. He's mentioned it in an interview before that I watched like about 9 years ago. So yeah, we got the last two right here, and this one is a Alpha Video copy. And Alpha Video, they do like pretty okay DVDs. You know, it's just awesome that they're able to get these, like the Kennel murder case, like just something really fucking old that no one remembers, but it's always fun to like watch these movies. And this is a Michael Curtiz movie. Holy shit. See, this is the thing I love, is like I don't really know things when I pick them up, and then later I figure out that, oh shit, all right, this is kind of a big thing. This must have been one of his way earlier movies, or maybe just one of his movies that didn't really hit as much, but they're still worth the watch because they're hidden gems. Sometimes they're way better than some of the more popular movies, and maybe this will be one of them. I'm pretty sure, probably won't be though. And the last one, I already watched this on YouTube, and I figured like at first that I wasn't gonna buy it because, you know, I've already seen it. But since it's kind of like a pretty badass looking DVD, it's actually authorized by the estate of Bela Lugosi at the time. And it looks like this actual DVD came out in 2002 by Lugosi Enterprises. And I actually don't know where they are now. I didn't do any research. I just figured I'd do this video. And yeah, that's of Bela Lugosi with the Bowery Boys. You know what I mean? Like those fucking crazy kids. It's called Bela Lugosi Presents Bowery at Midnight. And yeah, it stars the East Side Kids and stuff like that. That's like a really old stuff. Like that's like thinking of stuff like the Little Rascals and all that. You know, same shit. These are theatrical releases of very, very popular serials and radio shows and stuff like that. That's just way before any of our time. Like, who's watching this on YouTube now? But it's always really fun to go back in the past and just take a look at how things, you know, might have been back then, and the imaginations of artists at the time, and also just knowing that this was at a point. Sorry, the video went out. But it was my last DVD anyway. But I'm gonna put this back in here. Yeah. This is what sucks. I record all this shit on my fucking phone. I don't have like a professional camera or anything like that. But I just want to go through this one more time. It's just, I got this, and I wouldn't have got this if it was just the movie. This has a pretty cool specs to it and features. It's digitally remastered from the original 35mm print elements. It's got an introduction by his son, Bela Lugosi Jr. It's got the commentary with him and a film historian called Ted Newsom, rare photos, theatrical trailers, and yeah, it also has a radio drama in here called Gasoline Cocktail with Bela Lugosi in it. So I just was like, you know what, I gotta grab this shit, and then let's hope that the disc is actually in here. Yes, it is. It's in here. The disc is in here along with the little cool thing that comes with it. You know, with the poster in the front of it. I guess that would be like that, and then you turn it over and you'd see the text with the credits of the DVD, and it just lets you know DVD produced by Lugosi Enterprises. You know what I mean? I think that's fucking awesome. You know, so it's awesome that I got it for $1 nonetheless. So I just was really happy about that. And I would say that the video is over, but after I went to Q-Mart, I dropped off the kids, and I spent more time with my friend. I spent time also playing soccer with my friend's kids. I don't think I mentioned it. I've done this video more than once, and I've deleted it. But when I was at Q-Mart, I did spend time with my friends, and my friends brought their kids along, you know, and you know, I got to spend time with them, pet the pets with them and shit. I don't know if I said that. If I did, I'm sorry. I'm repeating myself. But after that, after I left Q-Mart and I left my friends and said goodnight to them, I got a call from a friend who told me that he had a VCR waiting for me at his house, and he just gave it to me for free. Because he knows that I love physical media, that I love movies. So he just said that he found it at a thrift store or something like that. Somebody gave it to him, and he just figured he'd gift it to me for free. And I was really happy for that, because I do have another dual VHS or VCR DVD combo. But I figured if it ever goes out, I would want another one to have handy. And I'm gonna buy the remote for it on eBay. They're usually very cheap. They could be like $15 at the most, and sometimes they're even less than that. Especially ones of this brand. These are the ones that came out more later, and they usually have the dates in the back on when they was manufactured. And this one says that it was made in April of 2008, so it is kind of a more recent model. Although they have been making these since like even after, like I would say even beyond the 2010s. But either way, like this is fairly new. This is probably rarely used, so I'll be able to watch more VHSs like decades and decades on end. Let's hope. Um, but yeah, that's it. That's all I picked up at Q-Mart. I was really happy with my pickups. Obviously, this is something that I'm not going to be able to catch up to in the next few months. But it's really great to have these as a resource. I always plan ahead in months on what I want to watch and when I'm going to watch them. I'll try to do that, but I don't make it too much of a priority because I do have life. And like, despite of what you see behind me, my life does really kind of revolve around all these movies. My hobby is something that I'm very proud of. But at the same time, you can't force the hobbies that you want to do with other things that is a lot more important, like maybe taking your dog to the vet, maybe playing soccer with your friends' kids, maybe spending time with your family, yeah, you know, and your friends, stuff like that. Like, is more important. But when I do have the time to be alone and be able to enjoy these things, or to even enjoy it with other people, I think I made a movie night for one of my friends in the next coming week. And, you know, spending time doing things that I love to do, but it's not something that I usually like to force feed people. That's partly why I do this YouTube channel, so you have the chance to cut this shit the fuck off if you don't want to hear me talk. But yeah, that's all I gotta say, I guess. I hope you guys are enjoying your night, and I love you guys.